It's Sunday morning. I just left my accommodation and this is very close to where we had dinner last night. I saw the two ships and I'm now picking up Sebastian, who is located about 15 minutes from here. It's early August and it seems like places do book out here quite a bit at this time of year. That's also what the B&B owner said. People tend to book in advance and he couldn't find a place nearby, so he just picked a place down the road. Also, I had a bit of a late start. Breakfast starts late here. Most places like 8 or 8:30. Yesterday we left at 8 and it's already closer to 9:30 by the time I'm getting to Sebastian's place. We got another 300 kilometers on the clock today and we'll make our way to Northern Ireland today. So we'll be completing the Wild Atlantic Way today, and then we're traveling through Northern Ireland for a little bit, and then it's over to Scotland Monday morning. Morgen.
Guten Morgen. Er wollte sich nochmal sehen.
Hi.
Sagst guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen. Na?
Bis später. Bis später. Tschüss, viel Spaß.
Ja, jetzt weiß ich, wie das ist, wenn es
Ja, ich melde mich später wieder. Tschüss.
wenn sich morgens zieht. Jetzt weiß ich, wie es ist, wenn sich morgens zieht in so einem B&B.
Alter, ich hatte hier einen Laden. Selber Frühstück machen, selber abwaschen.
Echt?
Ja, es ist so mehr so ein Hostel.
Für 150 Tacken?
Nee, 99 waren es hier.
Okay.
Aber dennoch komisch. Ich muss los, ich werde schon warm.
Ja, ich verstehe das. Auf geht's.
Ich habe Wasser noch gekauft gestern. Ja?
Ah, geil, super, super. Ja, ist ja wenigstens ein Ort hier. Bei mir, das war ja so komplett in der Walachei.
Hier, der Shop, der hatte bis 10 Uhr auf.
Echt? Geil. So we just had a quick peek at the Abbey. It's quite nice. There's a little church there. So especially on the northwestern section of the Wild Atlantic Way, we've had these somewhat faster roads, also with better pavement. Did quite a few of those yesterday, and this one here, where they open up, and I just enjoy it quite. Nice little town, the usual traffic. So we've been on these faster roads for quite some time in this scenery, which looks so different to what we saw the first 2 days when we were in Ireland. And we do now see the occasional motorcycles on the road. Not nearly as many as I thought I would see here, but there are some coming up. And this area reminds me actually a little bit of Montana, US. Just these open spaces, mountains, and then this change of sort of prairie, grassland to and just having sort of a view like this. It's nice. Yay! Check out the cemetery coming up to a right. Oh, just in the middle of nowhere. Pretty cool, huh? So, we're back at the coast. It's like 19 degrees right now, it's sunny. So we're nearing the end of today's ride, about 30 minutes from our final destination tonight, which will be a northern island. There's one more site, I think a castle of some kind, on the way. See how touristy that is, if we're going to check it out or not. It's been a lot of these sort of faster roads, and also for the big ones, they're not so much fun. But some of the smaller fast roads, they were actually fun. So, we'll be Northern Ireland tonight. So we found this nice spot here. Initially to just fly the drone, but it's super comfortable in the grass. Cool. We got a good view too of the castle and the beach. It's a perfect place. We've got Guinness. Guinness and chips. Cheers. Cheers. So this should be Northern Ireland, if I'm not mistaken. I have no idea, guys. Wo waren das jetzt noch? Habe ich es nicht gerade gelesen? Fiddlestone, da. This is the first time we actually have a proper beer in motorcycle clothes, as we usually do every time we ride, but this is the first time on this tour. at the halfway mark, which is today. So cheers. Yes.
Basic food.
10th time eating fish and chips. So we're getting ready for day number 9. We're starting in Northern Ireland, but we'll go back to Ireland now and then I think come back to Northern Ireland again. Anyway, this is the place we stayed at yesterday. Had a few pints of Guinness, and we're having a late start this morning. Didn't have breakfast until 9, so we have to ride a little faster than usual to make the 350 kilometer ride today. So it's gonna be a long ride. So that was Sleeve League. Really cool cliffs. Very, very windy up here. So now we're taking some smaller back roads to continue our journey. Nice actually, change of pace. So through the back country. Nice. And lots of sheep here. Everywhere. .30 local time, we just had our first coffee stop. We still have 220 kilometers to go. So, off we go. So we're back in Northern Ireland, and somehow we couldn't find a place to eat on the go, so we went to this grocery store, and this is our setup for lunch. It's kind of late. It's like what, 2:30 or something. 3:30. So it's super late. We haven't really had anything proper to eat. So with another hour to ride, it's time for food.
Das verkaufen besser an die Chinesen.
Basically going through the dark hedges, probably known from Game of Thrones, if you guys seen this. And it's basically a bunch of trees, and it's very popular, as you can see, with tourists. There isn't much tourism here in Northern Ireland. It was pretty unspectacular to get here, but this must be it. It's probably else get all the fans of the show having to see this. I mean, it is kind of cool, but we were surprised to see so many people here. I mean, they haul them in bus loads. So So, the Giant's Causeway, we didn't actually walk all the way down there. It seemed like a long walk for a bunch of rocks, and sometimes I don't really understand. It was a major tourism center. You know, bus parking, car parking. There's definitely cooler things to see than this. So, yeah, go figure. Doesn't matter. So, we just had the drone fly a little bit high up in the air. So, we're about a minute out from our accommodation. And this looks quite nice here, especially now, so late with the setting sun. That's very cool. So this is probably the coolest place we stayed at on this trip so far. This is in Northern Ireland, and they've done a lot of the Game of Thrones shots here in Northern Ireland. And they've got this door that's cut out of wood from the dark hedges, which we went to today. And that's the entrance door here. Another beautiful day in Northern Ireland. We stayed here at the Fullerton Arms, which I thought was the best accommodation we've had so far. It's a really nice place. Doesn't look like much from the outside, but the rooms were great. Food was awesome. They got this whole like Game of Thrones theme in there for those guys that watched the show. I haven't. I've only seen a few of those, but yeah, it was really cool. So Ireland definitely showed itself from its nicest side. Now we're gonna check out the harbor real quick because we still have a little bit of time before we have to hit the ferry. And that ferry will take us to Scotland. So it'll be goodbye to Ireland today. It's a nice send-off, this good weather. So apparently they shot a lot of the, I don't know if all of it, but a good part of the Game of Thrones series here in Northern Ireland. So there's a lot of spots here. It's probably, it helps the tourism here because there are some parts where there's hardly any people, and then there's some on sort of the top sides where you have lots of tourists. So probably helps the tourism here. The dark hedges are one of them. Oh, I think that harbor was also in Game of Thrones. We watched a video yesterday on some of the locations, and that's one of them. Obviously, they CGI'd a lot of it into it, so it'll be hard to see that it was actually part of the show. Das war da auch in Game of Thrones, oder? Das war der Hafen, den du gestern gezeigt hattest? All scratched. But yeah, here you go. Now, after seeing all this, I kind of have to check out the show now. Dem ganzen Algen, die da oben schwimmen. Aber sieht trotzdem ganz nett aus. So we're continuing on this beautiful sort of coastal road. And now we kind of have to hurry it up a bit because we still need to catch the ferry. And we don't make it there on the last minute. So we're waiting at the ferry terminal. These are the last few meters on Northern Irish ground, to be exact. Sebastian's bike doesn't start, so we need to try to get it started somehow. Willst du es hier raufschieben? Okay. Kann nicht sein, oder? Der Schalter ist vergogt, oder?
Ja, der Schalter wirklich etwas seltsam.
Ja. Das gibt's doch nicht, ey. Das scheint mir so, als wenn er nicht richtig sitzt. Fuck, Alter. So after a few more tries, we were able to start Sebastian's bike again. Not sure what the obviously there's something off with the switch. It's kind of funny, but at least we can make it to the ferry now. Hi, how's it going?
Not too bad. What about yourself?
Good. Finally, that we got the bike started again. That wasn't gonna start. Yeah, we turned it off here and then it wouldn't start. We tried and tried, and now we won't turn it off until it's on the ferry. And then say
This is it, huh?
the stuff you need on a bicycle or motorcycle trip.
Everything's all your own personal belongings.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not carrying anything dangerous to hassle.
No. Thank you.
Up to the roundabout at the top, back down lane number 11.
Like, thank you. Oh, there are the bikes here. We're not the only ones.